course, La Crosse, as we know, was a frequent stop for some high-profile candidates in this election year, unlike any other before. And there are some good reasons for that. News 19's Dave Soley spoke with UW-La Crosse political analyst Anthony Chergosky about one of them.
Senator J.D. Vance made a campaign stop in La Crosse Monday.
It is great to be here in La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's a beautiful town.
So did Minnesota Governor Tim Walz.
So I got one request of you, Wisconsin. Win this thing for America. Get out there and vote.
The vice presidential nominees followed their running mates who had made a number of visits to town. The reason? Wisconsin is a swing state.
Only 7 states are considered swing states in the current presidential election, and that is a decrease from previous presidential elections. There are, in other words, fewer swing states this time around than there used to be. So that means that the time and energy of the candidates, plus of course the money of the presidential campaign, are flowing into a declining number of states. So the rallies, the campaign activity, the money is all flowing into a small number of states. Wisconsin, of course, is included in that group.
So the campaign spent a lot of money and energy in those swing states. They don't want to risk what could happen if they don't.
The Clinton campaign in 2016 is a cautionary tale about misjudging which states are going to be competitive. And to me, it's unclear if Clinton campaigning more intensely in Wisconsin, like how many votes that would have moved. But I think generally speaking, it speaks to the strategic miscalculation of the Clinton campaign. And we have seen that the Harris campaign has very much corrected for that. They have poured time, energy, and resources into Wisconsin. Of course, the Trump campaign has done exactly the same.
The campaigns learn from their past, including the more recent past, because Chergosky says although they work to cover their bases, surprises happen.
There can be surprises. And so even though political analysts are focusing on 7 states, it does not mean that those will be the only 7 important states when we look back at the results. But there we're talking about looking back at something that has already happened.
We could be in for a long night, but in Wisconsin, Chergosky says we're in good shape.
But Wisconsin gets excellent grades for how its elections are conducted, and we see that in the type of professionalism that local clerks and other officials bring to the table when they are making these elections happen.
Dave Soley reporting there. Now, Chergosky says, again, you should be prepared for a long night. If the polls are correct and the election is as close as they indicate, we might not know the results right away tonight either. And because there's a possibility those results will also have to be checked and verified, there is the possibility for a recount, as we've seen in the last several election cycles.